You heard me.
But the people didn't, and that's a shame because what you just did
Was sing my sound check.
the songbird of your generation. People flock from miles around to hear you squawk. They flock to the squawk. Miles and miles and miles we have trekked across this great nation of ours to show up only to hear you.
La.
Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts, the most auditorily grating podcast on the internet. Auditorily? That's right. Producer fact check that while the music plays. In an auditory manner, by hearing.
You did it.
Auditorily. Thank you, producer, for making that happen. Because,
Thanks,
sometimes I get raked over the coals, but really it's just because my genius far outshines those around me. Hey, guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. I'm Brandon Birdwell. I'm one half of the Cold Hands, Warm Hearts podcasting duo.
And I'm Ashley Engle. I'm the other half. Hi, guys. Welcome to another week, episode 18. Maybe some of you are joining us from the road, from a road trip, because fall break's coming up.
Joining us from the road. I mean, probably, because it is. It's fall break time,
It's
right?
coming for surrounding communities. You know, those of you in France,
Vive la France.
you might not
Katie,
have...
can I tell you something?
Sure.
You said in a couple episodes ago, we said something in French, poorly executed French, I'm sure if it was me, but you said we should ask Brendan. And I saw Katie the other day, and she was like, "What?
Why is he the expert?
I'm your French person.
I'm the resident
I'm your
Francophile.
French connection."
That's right.
But yeah, she was. How you say miffed? Rather miffed. Mon ami Katie, rather miffed.
I don't think that's it.
No, it's cool.
Nice try.
Guys, merci.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup.
So if you're joining us from the road,
Drive
safely, guys.
Yeah, dude, always.
Hi to your
safe.
kids, your pets.
Hide your wives, hide your kids. That's what that sounded like.
It really did. So happy fall break times, guys. What you been doing this weekend, B?
That sounded so like European. Like if a person was like, happy fall break times, guys. You like to rock and roll in the disco with the party boys? You do this? You like this? I like this. Fall break times.
Stop it, it's early. What have you
Yes.
been doing this weekend? I know, because I was there.
Just the creepiest way to ask that question ever. And the thing is, guys, she wasn't there. She was just outside the window.
Lurking.
Hanging, just a lurker. Happy early birthday from the lurker.
Oh.
Yeah.
So let's start with Friday. What happened Friday? It was so fun.
We went out for an early celebratory dinner. For some zaw and some laughs.
We did, and we had both.
That's what the youths say.
We
it's
did.
Zaw.
But tell them about the first part. It was so fun. So we went to dinner the other night with...
Tell them about the first part. Shut up. I'm going to tell them about the first part. That's what just happened.
I'm just setting up because you will leave out some key details.
I probably will.
We were there.
Oh, just
Main detail.
Firing out of the gates.
So it was you and Rims and our dear friends, Levi and Jess, and Jeff and myself. And I think it was Jess who had this idea.
I'm pretty sure it was.
To play the Goodwill game. Have you guys played the Goodwill game?
Pause for responses.
For response.
Yes, go ahead, caller.
Okay, so...
Hi there, Mr. Cold Hands, Warm Hearts, long-time listener, first-time caller. I have played the Goodwill game, and it's super-duper uber fun. I got a Goodwill by my house, and normally I just donate. But the other day I went in and I got myself a mesh tank top. I was blasting pecs.
So you go to Goodwill with some fronds. And you go to your size on the rack.
Go to your size on the rack.
And you close your eyes and you run your hand down the hangers.
Touching all of the used garments.
All of them.
Just getting all of the cootie bugs off the used garments.
And when your friend says stop, you have to stop. And that's the thing you wear and have to purchase.
Yes.
So quickly, let's do a rundown of outfits. You found some fantastic bright red. Fantastic bright red.
Fantastic pants.
Yeah.
Pantalones fantasticos. And the thing about them is, guys,
They're so balloony.
they are balloony. They are, if I could go and just roll myself up in the big parachute from gym class in elementary school, that's what these pants
That's
are.
it.
They're like hammer pants, like times 10. They're the baggiest, but I gotta tell you guys, they're made out of Sinbad material.
Yeah.
You know, like the stuff that Sinbad
Like a
was
microfibery.
draped in always in the 90s.
Yeah.
And the problem is I really like them, and they will become a staple in my pant diet.
It's a problem for the rest of us.
Well, sure, it's
It's
not
a
a problem
problem
for me
for
because
Lindsay.
here I come swishing up. It's not a problem for anybody who wants to hear me coming. Because it's the equivalent of hanging a cowbell around my neck. I'm
That's
just
true.
swishing around the house. But guys, I got that, and I got a short sleeve hoodie,
Yeah.
which is a weird look.
Yeah.
But everyone said, and I don't know if I take offense to this, but everyone's like, Brandon, you're not playing the game right because this just looks like an outfit you would wear.
Or it looks like something the youths would be into.
Well, here's the thing, guys. I've got
you stand out.
I've got
You
my
don't stand out in the pictures.
finger on the pulse of what's going on in these streets. And I'll tell you what's going on in these streets, short sleeve hoodies and bright red pants. Mom actually sent me an offline text that said,
Offline?
Be careful wearing those red pants in certain areas.
Oh,
Gangs.
the bananas.
The
are-
bananas are a boot. And speaking of a boot, I was alerted by my dear friend Daenerys Dancy that today is Canadian Thanksgiving. So, happy Thanksgiving, Canucks. Happy Thanksgiving, you hosers. Hey there, you guys. You get in here, you get yourself a nice, what do they eat? Maple syrup.
Yes.
Get a syrup and a hockey.
Moose steak.
And watch a hockey. Take off.
Do we
you
have any
hoser.
Canadian listeners? I don't
We
know.
have one download in Canada, so that
Has
means
Jeff
that
been
Jeff
there?
has breezed through Canada at
Okay.
least once.
That's possible. Okay, so you had the red pants and the short sleeve hoodie.
I still
Lindsay,
have the red pants.
And we'll see more. They'll be gig pants.
Almost wore them today
sure
for
you
this,
did.
but I'm wearing a pink sweatshirt, and that would look ridiculous together.
Clash.
Like a deconstructed candy cane over
That's
here.
right. So Lindsay found a lovely sequined jacket that she wore with a shirt that said something about true to the red, white, and blue. It was a 4th of July shirt.
It was, and it's not the 4th of July. It's Canadian Thanksgiving.
That's
in
right.
fact, we celebrate with. Oh, Canada.
It's not how it goes.
We stand on guard for. Happy Thanksgiving, Canada.
As you've just offended the whole nation. Don't bring it back up.
No, I'll bring it back up for Canada.
So real quick, I want to tell about the other outfits. Levi ended up with some purple pants. Bright purple. They
Bright
were
purple.
also Sinbad-esque.
But they were a little more crushed velvety.
They were something.
I would sweat those pants.
Sure.
My pants.
They don't breathe.
breathable. But the thing about Levi that was oddly infuriating about it is he looked like it looked kind of right on him too, because he had his
his cap.
His signature look is he wears like a newsy cap, which is a great look on him. I cannot pull it off, but he does it, and it paired very nicely with his short sleeve button down seahorse shirt.
His shirt is very subtle. If you zoom in on the pictures, those are seahorses.
Them seahorses.
So then there's Jeff.
Who looks good at everything.
Jeff found a shirt
Yes, he did.
with a wolf howling at the moon.
Yes, it was a dynamite top. It was a dynamite top. And the thing about it is, I've seen the Wolf Howling at the Moon shirt. Dwight Kurt
Yes.
Schrute wears one in one of the episodes of the wedding episode when they're down in Niagara Falls.
And all night long, every time we'd go somewhere, he'd announce himself
would
with
howl.
with a howl.
I would swish us in, and Jeff would howl to alert everybody, and then Levi would go. That's an underwater horse, guys.
That's a seahorse for you.
But Jeff's though was not of the normal material that you see the wolf shirts. It was a moisture wicking dry fit wolf howling at the moon shirt. What are you Are you doing CrossFit in this thing?
It was amazing.
What are you doing?
But then what wasn't dry fit were his polyester Wranglers.
Those were wet fit.
were-
those
they were beige.
Those were butt sponges, and you don't need those.
So that was Jeff. Then Jess ended up with an AC/DC tank,
Rock and roll, very rock and roll.
a triple XL green quilted
Which,
cardigan.
again, I would put in the running for one of the more comfortable garments that was
100%.
taken off the Goodwill rack.
And then some.
House coat, petticoat of sorts.
Yeah, she had plenty of room in there for Werther's. There were probably some used up tissues in there. I don't know.
There were.
We didn't check. And then she had some brown patterned microfiber bell bottoms. Then there was mine. You guys know I have long limbs. I ended up with a petite length.
Like weirdly long.
Okay,
limbs.
stop it.
Okay. Like if this were like the 30s, you'd be a carnival woman.
I opened the door for this.
You and the bearded lady would be
Pals.
just besties.
Besties travel.
Step right up here. Come on down. Get yourself a caramel apple. See the bearded lady and the long-limbed freak. Who's ready to watch? Just it's all knees and elbows. She's got more joints than any human on the planet.
You're gonna feel really bad in a minute.
Her toes are broken.
Okay, not anymore. They're healing nicely.
Oh, congratulations! I'm glad that you're on the mend.
Thanks. So anyway, I ended up with some pants that were.
Step right up here, as long as ring a ding ding.
My pants
Hurry. Sorry, go ahead.
My pants were way too short. They were yellow. Mm-hmm. And then I found a lovely...
Careful wearing those yellow pants. The bananas are a boot.
It's a good thing we didn't go into banana territory.
just a Crayola box of people walking around.
And then I had a t-shirt with sunglasses all over it.
It was actually very fashionable.
It was.
You would not stop announcing who the designer was.
It was a Karl Lagerfeld
Guys, this
t-shirt.
is a Korm Langenfeld, and I found this at the Gorbwell. And guys, I am a fashionista. I'm one step above a Maxinista. I got the Korm Langenfeld at the Goodwill. And
and then my jacket that Lindsay had me stop on
was a Kelvin Klein.
It was like a Navy airborne jacket. It was actually really cool, and I felt fortunate to find it. So anyway, that's how we were.
I just felt so blessed to have found that
Grateful, thankful, and blessed.
Air Force jacket, which I'm sure there was something in the Goodwill that said that on it.
Oh, 100%. But anyway, it was so fun, guys. I think that you all should play the Goodwill game with your friends.
If you know what's good for you, and you want some Sinbad pants that will cradle your bits, cradle your biscuits and your buns, and just make you feel so comfy and cozy all the time, guys. Listen, I
save it.
Love these pants.
And now you will want to take some Benadryl in your car, because what happened is that we walked in and Jeff immediately put on like a serape. It was like a poncho.
It was a very, very, very good look on him, I will say.
Apparently a lot of cat dander in that, because Jeff had an allergic reaction in the car.
Jeff does not do well with cat dander.
We started the night off with some drill.
With some bad will.
Some bad will and drill. Drill and bad will.
Drill and bad will, guys, from the Goodwill game.
Okay, guys, with that, give me just 1 second.
God, can the producer do it? Oh. Turn it down.
Happy birthday, Brandon. Welcome to your surprise potty.
Potty?
We're doing it. We're doing a surprise potty. Guys, this Friday.
I see what you. Oh gosh,
I'm so excited. I'm like Kristen Wiig.
Bad.
I'm gonna play the thing, and he's gonna know. Like, I'm seriously shaking and sweating right now, guys.
I'm seriously shaking and sweating right now, guys. The Ashley Engle story.
Okay, be quiet. I'm trying to set up your surprise potty. You guys, Brandon has a big old birthday coming up on Friday, October 14th. He turns 40.
I do.
And we tried to plan a real life surprise party for him. He said no.
I don't like it. I don't like to be surprised.
So that's what I'm doing for you right now.
Good. Thank you for doing a thing I don't like to have done live on the internet, guys.
Guess what? I've got the microphone. You can't stop me.
That's true. Technically, I could push the button and you can just not exist anymore.
Okay, so I did this with the help of a lot of your friends.
Oh.
And I have invited everybody to your surprise party. And so what I have here are a whole bunch of speak pipes.
Oh, no.
From friends and fam. And we're going to play them. And we're going to have a party for your 40th. You're so loved.
Surprise
and we want
farty.
you to know.
Guys, surprise farty.
Okay, so do you want me to just play these here? You want to try that? There's a bunch of them.
Hold on just a second.
Pause.
I know you guys don't notice how long that took. So here's the thing, Brandon. Not only are you turning 40, we're going to make your Barndon's Barf Day Spectacular the most technically challenging episode we've done yet.
Listen, I knew this was going to happen. Okay, we all know that these are not my skills. Producer and I couldn't figure out how to drop the SpeakPipe messages into the thing because you have all
So
of that
let's let the
on your
let's let the
thing.
let's let the Barf Day boy do all the work. Ha, mazel mazel. Good things, Brandon. Get to work.
Stop it
Took a
right
slap.
now. Hey,
All right.
listen, this is your surprise potty.
Okay,
And
well.
I just thought it would be fun if I called on some of your friends and listen.
Happy birthday, Brandon. This is Crindy. I remember
The
when you
Crindy.
were a little boy. I can't believe you're 40. I will tell the world that you were the sweetest, cutest little boy who loved to entertain and loved his friends and loved his family. And you had the biggest blue eyes and you were a delight. And you still are a delight. I love you, buddy. Happy birthday. 40 is
Oh.
the new 20.
It is. It is. I'm a living testament to the fact that 40 is the new 20. Thank you, Crindy, for that heartfelt message. And thank you to your yappy canines in the background for their contribution to the bark pipe message.
Crindy got to go first because she gave you birth. And I said, Crindy, you know what would be awesome for this episode, for the surprise potty, is
What's
if you
that?
reviewed Brandon's birth. And she said, no, it would be too scary.
2 thumbs down.
Brandon, this is Dad. Happy birthday. Can't believe it was 40 years ago just now that I brought you home from the hospital with Cindy, and you and I watched our
Crindy.
first World Series game together.
Oh,
It's been a blast being your dad. One of the great joys of my life. Happy birthday, bud. I love you.
love you too, Dad. Hey, what is this
Harry.
emotional ambush that you've set up for me over here? This is for the funny ha-has. You're gonna have me doing the cryy boo-hoos.
I love it so much.
We need to get into some of my friends being insulting because I can't be funny with my parents being so sweet to me this morning.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
Oh, thank goodness. That's what we got to get a little bit of vinegar with all this honey. And if there's one thing I know about my friends, they're extra vinegary. Rolling
and
into the next
Dad.
emotional ambush on Barnden's.
Happy 40th birthday, Dad. We love you.
See, there we go. That's a sweet one too.
And Lindsay told me
Who
that
was that? Who was that from? They're not labeled. I don't know who that one.
Lindsay told me when she sent me, she said, I wish you could know how many takes we had to do before Benny found it acceptable.
He will not compromise his comedic integrity. He will not compromise what he puts out on the World Wide Web. Benjamin's a man's after his own father's heart, and he does it how he does it. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to another, please.
Producer, roll it.
Hey, bros. Happy birthday from your brother-in-law,
Bros.
the one and only, the international man of mystery, Jeff. I remember 27 years ago being at your 13th birthday party when Ashley and I first started dating, and it was right about that time that I first met you when you jumped off the fence and hit me as hard as you could with a tennis racket.
Yeah, I did.
And it's pretty much been the same story ever since. Anyway, I love you, dude, and hope you have a great day.
So, first off, there's some context that needs to be provided for that story because I was just trying to defend the homestead. You got this new gentleman suitor waiting in the drawing room in the foyer to take my sister out to do God knows what on the town. Partying in Stillwater, okay. So you know what I did? I went and grabbed my finest Prince racket that I just had relaced, and I took it straight to him. And then I got beat up pretty bad.
It's a wonder he could have children, is what I'm saying.
Listen, read between the lines,
Read
my
between the
babies.
lines. Listen, Jeff, this was one of my first dates with Jeff Engle.
Yeah,
Crindy asked Jeff and I to
Jeff and me.
Jeff and me. I'm so
She
sorry.
didn't ask I.
Okay.
If you hadn't done all of this heartfelt stuff for me, I would call you an idiot for not.
I'm over
for
here
not
sweating and crying, and my head is pounding, and I was trying so hard to keep the surprise.
I am turning 40.
easy on me.
I am turning 40.
I've been 40.
Handle me delicately. I'm osteopenia.
I used to teach English, and so did Crindy, which is the irony of the statement.
Anglais.
Anyway, so she asked us to chaperone Brandon's 13th birthday party.
Yeah,
it
she
was
did.
a hayride.
Hey.
And it's a wonder Jeff married into this family after
Listen,
that, is what I'm saying.
Well, I think that was a sign early enough along that Jeff Ingalls is pretty much the closest thing to a saint walking around.
He's a keeper.
When you're in high school, you're already just a bag of testosterone and anger, and to have a chubby rabbit-mouthed little turd jump off a fence, just kamikaze style with a tennis racket straight to the gibbets, and then you still hang around. Either he's an amazing human or he's an idiot, or he's a combination of the two.
He's an amazing human, and we both know it.
He's an amazing idiot, and we love him very much.
Brandon Birdwell. It's my party, and I'll say what I want.
It is my party, and I will insult your husband. I love that he calls me bros, that he pluralizes it. It's my
He
favorite.
always plural. Okay, next.
Good birthday, Brandon.
Oh,
It's Hope, and one thing that I like about you is that you're a great musician.
okay.
Hey, it's Asher. One thing I like about you is that you have a really good sense of humor.
Hey, it's Harrison. I like that you persuaded my mom to get me violent video games.
Listen, so what I love about that is each of your kids just has one thing they like about me.
Just one.
Just the
and
one.
we really had to work to find it.
I'm sure you did.
I was like, get some paper out. Let's brainstorm.
Can we also just touch on the fact that that's the most words Hope has ever said to me in one shot? And I love it so much. And then you're going down the list, and then Harrison comes in. It's like, who's this
Man.
Who's this grown truck driver who's talking on the thing?
It happened overnight.
He sounds like an adult.
He does.
And we all know he's not one.
So those were the family greetings.
Okay.
Those were the family, and here come the friends, and buckle up, guys, is what I'm saying.
Gosh, we're gonna start with one who I know is maybe more respectful. I don't know which of my friends hate me.
Brandon, it's Chris. Happy birthday. Man, I think about his first meeting in Stillwater. You had just gotten off tour playing drums for Ryan Lindsay, and I was there, a freshman in college. But man, that guy's cool. And we sat on a bench and talked, and you fast forward now and to think we've been roommates and in bands together and been all across the country and continue to do that, which is incredible, and encourage each other and push each other to do cool things. And I'm so thankful for that in a friendship. A memory that always pops up, though, is when you came to Los Angeles for something. I don't even remember what for, but you and I went to get the spicy rice cakes at that little hole-in-the-wall Korean restaurant.
Yes.
They're so good, but I don't know if you remember, they don't serve water, which I'm sure is a code violation for the city of Los Angeles. But you either get super, super hot tea or really, really cold beer. And so you order more spicy rice cakes, and then you have to order more beer because they're just way too spicy. And then after several rounds of that, we did the very sensible thing, which is go next door, that super small karaoke dive bar, and got a room there and just sang random songs like Craig David 7 Days and everything. And happy to know you. Really thankful for your friendship.
Dude.
Love you. Have a great birthday.
See, I knew I started with a friend that was going to be sweet. I knew that Rhodes was going to be sweet, and I knew he was going to have done his homework. Now, this next one that's coming up, I don't think he did. I don't know. But yes, Rhodes, that night was incredibly fun. Our dear friend, Chris Rhodes, he showed us the town, and he sang some Dynamite karaoke. Also, Jeff Engle sang some Dynamite karaoke that night. Thanks, Rhodes. Love you, bud. I'm verklempt. I'm overwhelmed. That's
what I was hoping for.
I feel like this next one might be the antidote for me feeling emotional. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Who knows? This is wild. I'm 40, guys.
Hey, Brandon, I was told that this thing gives me 90 seconds to wish you a happy birthday, which is about 88 more seconds than I need. Watch. Happy birthday. 40's gross, and you have the discount version of my name. Bye.
I accept that. And I actually quite liked that one a lot. That was Brendan.
Bing bong.
Bing Bong, who did a wonderful job of ruining Chris's sweet message right before it. Just a real piece of work, that one. So,
But we
thanks.
would have questioned, if he did do a sweet one, we would have questioned it.
I would have assumed it was a Barnden impersonator, a
Right.
Bing Bong
He
impersonator.
was being held hostage.
Yes, he was. Just this episode is going to take so much more editing than any other episode. So it's in and out. Okay, here we go. On to the next one. Let's talk about me, guys.
All right, talk about Brandon.
Let's talk about
Happy
Brandon.
birthday, Brandon. Love you, man. If somebody asked me to describe Brandon, I would kind of at first feel like maybe, it was like an older brother where I was a little bit, like obviously looked up to him.
Oh,
Kind of wasn't sure if he's going to pull my pants down in front of somebody that I really would be embarrassed about. But overall, also would think of him first if I got thrown in jail to bail me out.
It's high praise.
Extreme loyalty. One of the most encouraging and supportive people I've known in my whole life.
Dude.
Really thankful to call him a friend. Yeah, I'm a lucky guy to have a friend like Brandon. And anybody else, I'm sure, can feel the same way. Happy birthday, dude. We love you.
Man, listen, can I be honest?
Yes.
This is all very shocking. And also, we don't have the budget for this. How much did you shell out? How much did you shell out for these sweet messages?
Well, I think one of your friends actually addresses that coming up.
Oh, I mean, it feels, oh gosh, this next one I've been dreading, but I have to, this is the Band-Aid we need to rip off, I think. I think this one's the Band-Aid. Hey, Tyler, love you, buddy. Thank you so much for that.
Wasn't that dear?
This is a surprise.
Brandon Birdwell, there are so many things that I would rather be doing right now with my time in my day.
Checks out.
Than sending you memos of love and encouragement. Yet, here we are. Taking time out of my day, out of my busy schedule.
Very busy.
Of business decisions, multi-million-dollar deals, to sit here and tell you how lovely of a person I think you are. How wonderful of a friend you've been to me over the last whatever amount of time it's been. I'm taking time away from everything to tell you how much our friendship means to me.
He's really just backdooring this, isn't he?
It means a lot. It doesn't mean that much. I'm kidding. I love you, buddy. And I hope you have a wonderful 40th birthday. I hope that your gray hairs are few.
They are.
Even though we both know they're not. Am I right? Anyway.
Dude, a hard stop on anyway.
No, listen. Right after he sent it in, he texted me. He said, "Oh man, it cut off, but it cut off in just the perfect place."
That really was kind of an ideal, hard stop.
And then he said he needs to know that it cut off before I got sentimental, and I feel like that is just so appropriate.
Oh my gosh, that is the definition of Cody Culberson. Corby Corvington, you sir disgust me, and I love you.
But can I tell you something?
Yes, you can.
Crindy was the first one to submit, of course.
Of course, she's Crindy.
She gave you life.
She did.
She gave birth to you.
Yes.
Okay. And then
Corby
was the next one in line.
Yeah,
he
because
it's
because he was sharpening his knife. He was ready to come in with some of that Cody snark. Just backdooring it. I'm taking time to tell you. Come on.
Away from my business
Happy
dealings.
birthday, Birdwell. I hope this shows you how much I love you.
Oh, buddy.
DJ Sofish, lay that beat.
Oh. Okay.
Happy birthday, Birdie. No
Oh.
longer in your 30s.
Oh.
Welcome to the club, bro. Your
Oh.
body bout to get hurty. I hope you
Oh.
get a little something sporty for being old and turning 40. I know this rap is super whack, but hope you see how much I love you, shorty.
Oh, yeah.
Still better than Khaled.
DJ Khaled.
And then Sophie,
With a
we out.
Listen, for some context, Ted hates hip hop. He would never. He
That's
did
how much
that.
he loves you.
That right there is a supreme display of Ted's affection, and I love it very much. Thank you for that, Ted.
And DJ Sophish, don't forget.
DJ yes. Well, I mean, how dare you? All right, let's keep this train rolling.
Come on, producer.
I mean, golly.
Hey, Brandon, it's Levi. Calling to wish you a happy birthday. Full disclosure, your sister paid me $100 to record this message.
Yep.
I took that money and I invested in a poem that I wrote. So I would like to share that with you. Here it goes. So many nights I'd sit by my window, waiting for someone to sing me this song. So many dreams I kept deep inside me, alone in the dark, but now you've come along. And you light up my life.
Mm-hmm.
You give me hope to carry on.
Yeah.
You light up my days and fill my life with song.
Oh.
I hope you have a wonderful birthday.
I'm not sure we wrote that, Levi. I'm not sure.
He said, I was like, man, Levi with the song lyrics. And he goes, it's just the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, well, just listen. You got to dig deep. You got to dig deep.
You light up his life.
Oh, well, I mean, again.
His purple pants light up your life.
Dude, they light up my life.
And the seahorse shirt.
Happy birthday, you beautiful, glorious man. What a true gift from the Lord to know you and call you friend. And also, that felt like I was starting a poem. So, anyways,
come on.
Happy birthday, and check out the album What It Means to Be Human by Hayden Kalman.
That's his birthday gift to me, is recommending
It was. He worked really hard on it. He said, I'm going to have to research some albums. This is our music sponsor, Maddie T.
His superpower is recommending music.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I've never met a person who can curate music recommendations to a person's taste more effectively than Matt Toney.
And I bet this is the best one yet.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. So, Maddie T, thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the Cold Hands, Warm Hearts Nation.
Pod
this
Boys.
is Dustin Downing. I was previously featured on episode 5, and I am a very good friend of the face of this podcast, the person that makes us laugh, they make us cry, they make us want to listen every single week. That's right, I'm very good friends with Ashley Birdwell.
Oh, okay.
I'm recording this because I am best friends in second grade with Brandon Birdwell, and I want to just simply say, Brandon, happy birthday, my friend. It's absolutely disgusting how old you are. But it is crazy that you and I are both 40. You have been such an incredible friend to me for a long time, since second grade. We've been through a lot together, right? We've been through puberty.
Still doing it.
We've been through church camp. You've taken girlfriends of mine.
Okay.
You once peed the bed when I stayed the night when we were walking to work, and you blamed it on I think it was a Maltese.
Hotly debated.
Still haven't admitted that.
Hotly debated.
Junior high, high school, fraternity brothers, and we've lived life together ever since. So very thankful for you, brother. You are endlessly humorous, fiercely loyal to your friends, and just incredibly talented. But happy birthday, buddy. And hopefully I will see you very soon.
Man. Okay. Well, just some sugar mixed in with the spice. I feel like Dustin will always see. That's the thing. Hey, joke's on you, buddy. You can't come at me and think that I won't come. I'm coming back. I'm clapping back. I'm making a flow chart and a timeline, and I'm gonna prove all that wrong. Love you, buddy. All right. Here's another. Gosh, this is so many. You did some work. Now you didn't do any of the technical work, but
Brandon, happy 40th birthday. I'm so excited. Welcome. In the wise words of the lady at Home Depot that makes the keys. I like being old. I know exactly what she's talking about. Not that I know a lot of shit, but I know some stuff that I didn't know. Just as you do. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, I love you. And
love you too, buddy.
sorry I cussed. This
We can
is a
redact it.
family-friendly podcast.
It's fine.
I've just made a lot of people very embarrassed.
No, never.
But also, I'm quoting, so they'll understand.
Yeah,
They
I
know
heard your
good
air quotes.
journalism, and I think that's what this is. I'm sorry, this is 40's different for everybody. For me, it's recording this message to you in my garage.
Yep. That sounds like a 40-year-old thing.
The monitor of my baby boy.
Aww.
It's different for us all, but equally magical because we are alive. I love you. My voice is cracking. I better stop.
Oh, dude. Love you, buddy. Dude, that's a fun, unexpected one. I'm excited to hear that one. Aww. My favorite is 40's different for all of us.
But it's magical because we're all alive.
Just looking at the waveform. I love you, Ryan. So good to hear from you, man. Like, we're so old, but we've been buddies a very long time.
It's a special day. It is the day that you were born. Not today. It's close to the day that you were born.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it is, but I'm recording the thing for Brandon right now for his birthday. Tu es mi amigo muy simpático. Tu amigo ship es muy importante.
Yeah.
A mí.
Happy
birthday, Brandon. I think you're a pretty cool dude.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Hogs. I have a lot of memories about you that I think are fun. We did a bunch of stuff, and really happy about it. Almost as happy about that as I am about this message for your birthday. I think that's it. Let's check the time. I don't want to skimp on the time about halfway through.
Yeah.
Augie, do you want to tell him happy birthday?
Come on, Augie. Let's hear it.
Tell him. Say happy birthday. Okay. No, don't do it. It's okay. You don't have to do it. Wow,
Augie's got nothing to say.
How core thing.
What?
I'm trying to tie a shoe, so I can be a little distracted. I should probably do it again.
Yeah.
Where I'm not.
When you're not speak piping.
Sometimes I got to redo it, which sometimes that means I'm not gonna redo it. So remember that time like we were hanging out, taking turns hanging out on the balcony, or when you got us that ride, stroked your butterface.
What?
These are all things that happened.
And that's it.
I like terrible.
Oh
sometimes. No! Okay, it's happening. It's happening. 3, 2, 1, happy birthday.
So that was just Jake
Niles
saying pieces of stories and not elaborating. Also, that song, he has sung that song to me on my birthday every year for a lot of years.
You said, I bet Jake sings me the birthday song.
It's your special day. It's the day that you were born. Love you, Jake. Thank you guys for calling with that one.
And Beth and Augie.
We've got a couple more. This is just an embarrassment of riches.
Happy birthday, Mr. Brandon. I'm told that it's your birthday this week and that your sister is surprising you on air with some birthday messages. So, yeah, man, just so grateful to have gotten to know you in the last year and a half, and it's been so wonderful making music with you. So, happiest of birthdays to you, brother. All right, take care.
The one and only Michael Trepanier.
Had to have one from him.
Because he's not just a dear friend, but a dear friend of the pod and such a wonderful dude. I'm actually going to see him today here in a little bit.
There you go.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that very much. And I can only assume what this next one's going to be. And so I saved it for last because it's big finish. Big finish. And so going into this, thank you guys all so much for your kindness.
Hey, Brandon. It's Wiser. I hear it's your 40th birthday. I got a little song about birthdays. You want to hear it?
Yes, I do.
Here you go.
Hey
now, it's your
birthday.
Have a good time today. Hey now, it's your birthday. Celebrate it your way. Gonna sing and dance around, having fun till the sun goes down. We'll run and jump and play on this wonderful day.
Yeah.
That's right, brah.
Brah.
Happy birthday. Hey now, it's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
Hey now, it's your birthday. Hey now, it's your birthday. Hey now, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Brandon. We love you.
Listen, amazing. And I knew that was the song that was coming because Weiser sends it to me on my birthdays.
Aww.
But an actual played live speak pipe?
Right.
Okay, guys, we've eaten up a whole lot of this episode talking about me, but seriously, really, really thoughtful. Love all of you guys, and really, really, really cool. Even though I did all the work to make it work. And it's okay. Guys, listen. I clock in and I clock out. I don't care what day it is. I don't care how many decades old I'm turning. I'm here to do the work. While the producer didn't even send a speak pipe message. No,
we have tried to figure this out on our own. We couldn't do it.
What I'm saying is he didn't even call in with one. And I'm pretty sure he napped through that entire segment.
He's a man of mystery.
He's a man of something.
We can't put him out there like that.
Listen, but for real, to tie a bow on that segment, thank you very much.
Aww.
You've made me feel very appreciated. Some of you.
Well, here's the deal. You wouldn't let us do one in person for you.
No, but this is forever immortalized on the internet.
So if you're ever having a bad day,
listen to this whole episode of this
right.
podcast. When I'm turning 50, I'll listen back to this and be like, those were the days. Those were the days.
50 is the new
12. And
yeah, by then, who knows?
Who knew? Listen, we're aging in reverse. We're pumpkins that are being Benjamin buttoned all the time.
Right.
That's what it is. All right, what do you have next on the agenda? Okay.
We got you good.
You really honestly did not expect that. Didn't expect it, honestly, more than anything, because I didn't expect that you would show up and say, hey, show me how this works. And then have me, basically, I just threw my own surprise potty is what
that
just
is false. Well, listen, I've been on the horn trying to get these messages in for you.
Can I tell you something that sucks is the whole time, like in between each message, I was like, she's going to expect me to do something like this for her birthday.
I'm really not. No, listen, I'm going to let you off the hook now.
I don't know.
Because my 40th was some years ago. You're good. You're in the clear.
How long ago was that?
Okay.
How?
I will be turning 43.
How old are you?
Stop it. But I'm just saying, I'm letting you off the hook now.
I don't know.
Not that I would expect it from you.
You wouldn't. You shouldn't. You really should not. You really shouldn't. But that was very sweet. Thank you guys very much.
We loved it. We love you. Okay. So we got, well, let me just say, as I get back to the real agenda, because you know what I did? I made a fake agenda. Did you notice that?
No, because I haven't looked at the agenda.
Oh, dang it, Brandon.
The thing is, guys, the agenda's not helpful either way, whether it's real or fake. So
I had two agendas.
You hijacked your own agenda. I love that you made the fake one and you still made the real one.
I did.
Like we were going to somehow figure this out.
I titled it The Real One. That's how much I love you, mister.
Okay.
But I don't expect this from you, so let yourself off the hook.
I've already done it.
Okay, so let's move on to accidental texts. Because we got a couple good ones that came in.
I just got a whole bunch of accidental speak pipes, I think. Is what that was.
Those were purposeful and meaningful and delightful and dear. Okay, accidental texts. Our friend Micah, our cousin Micah, actually received this one this week.
Dear friend and cousin.
Dear friend, dear cousin. And it goes like this. You need to get some tasty snacks up in that cart.
It's true, though.
And Micah says, who is this? And this person says, just the letters PB.
So my question is that a person named PB, or are they recommending that you get some peanut butter up in that cart?
I don't know.
You know what I like? Are PB crackers. Mm-hmm. I want some PB crackers up in that cart.
It makes me wonder, could this be like an Instacart shopper?
Potentially.
Texting the wrong person?
But here's the thing that I love is how informal that is to the Instacart person. You better get some
and it's
tasty
the letter U.
You better get some tasty snacks up in that cart. Woo woo.
They don't even use full words. It's letters.
Or full names. PB. PB and U.
It's really good. So that was a good one from Micah. Then we have this one from Jeff. And I think that this just brings together a lot of puzzle pieces that we've been working with over the last several episodes. And you guys know Jeff is on WhatsApp because that's how he keeps in contact with a lot of his Asian colleagues.
He's international.
That's right. We know that about him.
We do know that about him.
So here's what it says. Hello, are you Barry? I want to learn a golf.
Love.
Are you still working as a golf coach?
I mean, you got to say yes to that.
So then Jeff didn't answer. 5 minutes later, oh, I'm sorry. I just checked the number and it was wrong. Hope it didn't bother you. Have a great day. And then I am very sorry. Insert cry face emoji. Then Jeff was prompted to say,
because he's a sweet guy.
No worries. Have a great day. Then, thank you for understanding to me.
Yes.
You are a polite gentleman. May I know where you're from? May I know where are you from?
May I know where I think understanding to me. Is it of me or to me? It's to me.
Thank you for understanding to me.
To me. You are a polite gentleman.
No reply from Jeff. And then an hour later, a big smiley face.
Sure.
I say.
Right, an hour later on the dot?
Yeah. 6:35 and 7:35. You know what I say? Step off.
Step off.
I feel like this is
Kick rocks.
This
Pound
is a
sand.
fishing situation.
A fisher of men.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
This was not okay.
But not in the good way.
Not in the good way, guys.
Not in the good way, guys.
In the risky
business.
no way.
The risky business, the bathing suit zone way.
But my favorite part is, hello, are you Barry? I want to learn a golf.
Yeah, just one.
But I love it because we've been talking about Barry in the Chips with Barry.
One golf, please.
We've been talking about Ada and Amy.
Can I tell you something? If you were really good at your job, you'd have gotten a speak pipe from Barry from In the Chips. You could have gotten him on Cameo, I bet.
Missed opportunity.
Well, you blew our budget on Levi and his poetry.
It cost me $100.
And this that's $100 more than this podcast has generated.
That we've ever made.
We're operating in the red, babies. We're not making any kind of dough off this pod.
We have a lot of free toothbrushes and some chips.
We do have some chips and toothbrushes. We got a bunch of gum now today, but only because I was presented with stacks on stacks on stacks of Chicle today as an early birthday present from my co-host. So I'm gonna be smacking. I'm gonna be smacking for the foreseeable future. It's a lot of gum.
You're welcome.
I didn't
Happy
say
40th.
thank you.
Okay.
Didn't.
I got you 40 packs of Orbit Sweet Mint.
I only say thank you when it's not things that are to be expected.
Okay.
And free gum. Free gum?
That's expected.
Yeah, it's expected. It's expected.
Okay.
I hate to burst your bubble.
Okay, guys, you know who came through for us this week, Crindy? With a review.
A lot of people came through for
us.
us.
A lot of people came through for you, pal. Crindy came through with some banger reviews.
Banger reviews.
So here she says. She was on vacay with her friends last week. So we gave her the week off. Not really, but she took it off anyway. So this is what she says.
Yes.
Ashley told me that the community, in quotes, is asking for a movie review, so here goes. Frankly, I think maybe you should get out more, but whatever.
Oh, ew. Crindy's
She's
coming in hot.
hot.
Vacation Crindy does not mince words with you listeners.
Last week, I went on a girls' trip to Arizona, and we saw 2 movies, as is our tradition. I will try to remember the details, but just know that 4 crazy women of a certain age thought it was a good idea.
Not 40.
Wow. Smugness.
Listen, I'm defending our listeners. She's coming in with a little attitude today, Crindy.
You got your tennis racket ready.
I do. I'm swinging. They call me Pete Sampras, baby. Call me Andre Agassi, because I'm coming in hot. I got feathered hair, and I don't care.
And I'm 40.
I'm 40.
Okay, just know that 4 crazy women of a certain age thought it was a good idea to go on a 3-mile hike in the Sonoran Desert at high noon the day I watched the first movie. Evidently, it gets hotter as the day progresses in the desert.
You don't say.
This fact may have clouded my opinion of the movie we saw. Don't worry, darling. My eyes were just beginning to focus midway through. Here's what she says. So let's get right to it. Don't Worry, Darling is flat out nasty and stupid.
Yeah, okay. That's on the poster.
It is a tired remake of Stepford Wives, which had its clever moments and had a decent message, sort of. Sorry, Olivia Wilde, who starred, directed, and produced this thing. Don't come at me. I have several pounds on you, and anyone who can hike 3 miles in the desert at high noon is no one to be trifled with.
That's right. Crindy's ready to get wild.
And evidently there were some shady shenanigans off camera with Harry Styles, who was also in it.
That's what they say.
Don't recommend. Don't want that on my ledger.
Oh, yes.
0 stars.
Don't want that on my ledger. That's Mom's whole thing about whenever she was like, when I was young and I had the CDs, and she was like, okay, think about this, Brandon. First off, she saw a CD in my CD book that was Eve 6, and her only question was, is this secular?
Is this secular?
And she was like, think about this, Brandon. Think about at the end of your life. You're at the pearly gates, and St. Peter says, hey, Brandon, everything seems to be in order. We're about ready to let you in, but first, can I see your CDs? And that was her thing always about my CD book.
Some problematic theology.
Like I'm real ready to start life in paradise, but Eve 6 keeps me out the gates. Eve 6 puts my tender heart in a blender, sends me down to a beautiful oblivion.
Matt Tony was singing that the other day.
It's hard to not sing.
Now on to the second movie.
Go ahead.
Thank goodness we saw it second. Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris is one of the most delightful, beautifully filmed, poignant films. Note I said film and not movie or show because it is a film.
Oh, okay.
It is a story about true love that transcends time. Lovable characters who were worthy of your admiration, laughter, tears, and haute couture in Paris.
Oh.
Paris.
Ask Brendan about that.
Okay.
Or Katie. Probably Katie.
Probably Katie.
Shut up, Brendan.
No one gets shot, does dope, or is involved in a car chase. I didn't even have to cover my eyes out of sheer embarrassment once. See earlier movie. It is in limited release, but it's a masterpiece. 5 stars. Okay, now, ready for this?
Big swing.
So there you are. I don't want to hear of any of you going to that first mess. Ask Brandon how we used to judge whether or not he could buy CDs. The same rules apply here.
Okay, see, there it is. Now,
Kismet.
It's true. You know it's true because I have not looked at the agenda. I did not know that Crindy was going to
the fake agenda that I labored over to try to carry on the charade.
Back when Brandon was rolling around in his Ford Exploder, listening to Eve 6 spout their secular nonsense, just trying to scam on the ladies while listening to Eve Ave Seis, just tearing up the town.
That's right.
Cindy, Crindy.
Guys, we want to invite you at this moment to join us on socials.
At this very moment. That is so pastory. We want to invite you. Ushers, please.
Come forward.
Ushers, please come.
With the gluten-free.
Hand out our hashtags, ushers.
The gluten-free hashtags. We want to invite you to join us on all the socials.
All of them, todos.
We're not super active on Twitter. We're there. I'm contemplating closing that one out.
No, Bill Poling.
Just having it.
Dear friend Bill Poling requested that we have one.
I know,
How
but
dare
I
you?
don't.
How dare you dangle that carrot?
I don't
and then
tweet.
Sweep the rug out from under Bill Poling.
I know Bill follows us elsewhere.
Well,
okay. I know that for a fact.
I'm just saying, Bill, if this all goes down, you know, you heard it here first.
Okay.
Brandon came to your defense.
We're at all of the platforms right now, for now.
For now.
At CHWH Pod. Guys, we do chip reviews there. We engage with the community.
HTTPS.
Stop it.
://
Every time he does this.
Pod.
And guys, I just want to invite you also for Brandon's birthday. Okay. Do you know what you could get him? A review.
Oh, yeah.
Of this podcast.
Well, I mean, I also would accept cash, but guys, the reviews amount to cash because here's the thing. We're always that one review away.
Just one.
From jumping right up there with the big boys. Jumping right up there with the big boys.
The one.
Dude, I'm out here snatching airwaves from people. Because it's a zero-sum game. If you get a listener, if Joe Rogan gets a listener, we don't get that listener. It's
That's
a one for one.
We're in the same league.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we would really appreciate reviews. The time has come for us to beg for them again. The time has been here, really.
Yeah.
So for Brandon's birthday, do a rating, fill in that 5th star, and then write a review for him.
Fill in that 5th star. You don't even have to click all of them. It does it for you.
I didn't say it.
But you thought it.
What's your warm heart?
Saw it.
You better answer
behind
correctly.
the pee hose.
What?
Pantyhose.
Oh, okay.
What'd you think?
I lots of things.
Hey, could you do me a favor?
No.
Grow up. I'm 40. Stop it. And
I'm a man.
guys,
what's your warm heart?
I've been thinking. I can't think of one. And that's the.
You better answer right here,
So,
mister.
Guys, listen. It's hard to argue with what my warm heart would be this week because this outpouring of generosity and support on y'all's behalf of me is very much appreciated and very much warmed my heart. And I say thank you and I love you guys and I will never say it again. So take this as my one and only time because I will not be emotionally vulnerable.
I won't
do it. I
He'll
shouldn't.
run away.
Probably should. Shouldn't.
He'll run away.
But yes, thank you guys very much. That's an easy one to answer.
Totally. Well, my warm heart is celebrating you, my brother. I love you.
This day is about me. I'm special. Let's start celebrating good times. Come on, me from now and on. Let's
Okay,
do
but
a
stop
2
talking
week
because
thing.
I'm not
Okay.
done. I'm not finished.
Oh, you were still doing this?
I'm going to look at you while I say it. But I'm so grateful for you, and my warm heart is celebrating you. You bring me endless joy and laughter, and you encourage me to lighten up and not take myself too seriously.
Lighten up.
And to take risks.
Oh, okay.
And I love you.
Love you too.
And I'm grateful for you.
Will you stop it? Will you stop what you're doing?
Happy 40th, bud.
Happy 40th, bud. Excuse me.
Okay, guys. You're the best. Thanks for joining us for Brandon's surprise party.
Guys, thank you for coming. Hey, seriously though, appreciate it very much. I know that took time to do, and so I very much appreciate it. Just give us a review, give us a like, give us a share. Tell your friends I'm turning 40 because that's the most important thing, guys. My birthday. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.
Just letting the air out of a balloon.